everyone, it's Pauline. I hope you had a great week. I didn't make a video for the last 2 weeks because I have been helping Trevor to work on the house. But today he went back to work and it's a special day. It's my birthday, so I wanted to make a video to kind of celebrate. I'm going to talk about 36 things that I'm grateful for having in my life because I just turned 36. Crazy! Every day we work towards achieving something. We don't always take the time to look back and reflect on what we actually have. So that's what I'm doing because I want to remind myself how lucky I am. I'm very grateful for having my family, of course. Happy Mother's Day, my mom. Love you. Also, I feel a lot closer to them even though we're not physically together because we talk a lot more often. And all of you who live across the world, of course in Hong Kong, in Indonesia, Australia, Malaysia, thank you so much for loving me. I'm very grateful for having Trevor because he makes me laugh every day, and most importantly, I can be myself in front of him every single day. So I think that's the most important thing when you are with someone, is that you can be yourself. Speaking of Trevor, of course, I'm grateful for the rain. Not because of how much it is or anything like that. It's just because he's never romantic, but when he proposed, I really didn't see it coming. So he was very successful in surprising me. So it's such a great memory. So I look at it every day and it reminds me of that. I'm very grateful for having such a great support system in Hong Kong. I'm talking about you, my friends in Hong Kong. I love you. I miss you all. I really hope that one day all of you can come and visit me here. We don't talk very often, but we care about each other so much and love you. And thank you so much for being my friends here in Canada. I'm very grateful for having you. Honestly, I have reached the age that I am not deliberately looking for new friends. So moving here 5 years ago, meeting all of you is such a blessing. So I'm so happy for having you in my life. Thank you. I'm very grateful for living here in Canada. I got my permanent residence last year. That was amazing. It was like a dream come true. I cannot ask for a better place to live in. Woo! I'm very grateful for living in Calgary and also in this neighborhood in particular. It's a quiet neighborhood with Nose Hill Park very close by that I can bike to anytime. This big view outside our house. We can look at planes taking off. It's just amazing. I'm very grateful for having these beautiful flowers outside our house. We actually didn't grow them. They have been here before Trevor moved in, but they grow by themselves. We don't do anything. They die really quickly though, such a pity. But hopefully next year, if we are able to get the yard ready a bit more, maybe we can grow some more flowers. We have been working on that, so yeah. I'll show you the other thing that I'm very grateful for. I know she's outside. Oh, she is the best. Look at her. Look at her. Thank you for coming every day. I'm grateful for having a nice kitchen. It has everything, and I have never been so interested in cooking before. Even a dishwasher! Ooh. I'm so grateful for having this great coffee machine. Recently, Trevor started this experiment of not taking caffeine at all. I'm like, no, I'm never doing that. I would rather be addicted to coffee forever. Right, Narima? I'm so grateful for having my car, Phoebe. That's my sign. But it works. People keep a distance from me. Look at how pretty she is. I'm so glad that I can drive her. I'm still not a great driver, but getting there. And this is my new bike. She's also called Jojo, same as the last one. She's a hyper, so she's perfect for everything. I'm going to sit with her for a while now. Woohoo! And of course, I'm so grateful for being able to live in this nice house. Thank you, Trevor. But I mean, I can stay here every day, honestly. And while that we're here, I'm so grateful for having Oscar, the otter. We won him in the Stampede a few years ago, and I bring him with me to watch TV every night. I know it sounds very childish, but I don't care. I love him. I'm grateful for having a piano again. I've never thought that I would have an electronic piano. I was actually against it, but it's actually really good. And we got it secondhand a few years ago. Super happy. I want to show you this calendar that I have. I love it so much. It's called What Dogs Teach Us. So cute. And then every month there's a cute picture and a quote. Keep my life organized. I'm also very grateful for having a vision board. I made it in January. It reminds me of what I want to achieve this year, such as driving confidently, working out every day. While that we're here, I'll show you 2 more things that I'm grateful for. The first one is Tammy. We had a plan before. She was called Lily, but she died. We couldn't save her, but Lily is going really strong, so happy. And a message board mainly serves as a reminder for Trevor of a fact. I'm very grateful for having a healthy body. Having a body that allows me to work out as much as I want to is a true blessing. I also want to talk about positive body image here. It's very important. I definitely don't have a typical Asian physique. I wouldn't call myself slim. When I was at home, I actually was made fun of quite often. Now I don't care anymore because I consider myself really healthy and I love my body. On the topic of health, I really love my new Fitbit. It motivates me to work hard because I can set goals for myself and it keeps track of what I do. It's amazing. Next, I would like to talk about a few apps that I use that I'm very grateful for having. First one is Spotify, the music streaming app. Well, I don't need to explain. I need music. I can't live without it. Second one would be audio books, the app Audible, basically. Can you imagine or believe that I actually finished reading 155 books throughout the last 2 years? That would never happen if I have to sit down and read a physical book. That's just no time. But for audiobooks, I can listen to them when I'm cooking or cleaning. I basically cannot imagine not having it anymore. Last one would be the online bank apps that I use. So easy to organize my finance. And the robo-advisor app, Wealth Simple, for people like me who doesn't have a lot of knowledge in investing, it really helps. And wow, thanks to technology, all these things are helping our lives a lot easier. I wouldn't be able to study French by myself again if I couldn't use those free resources online. So I'm so grateful for having them. Like the Rosetta Stone, the software I was using, thanks to the Calgary Public Library, and there are just so many free resources, websites, articles, apps that I could use. So grateful for having them. Today's French. Je viens de voir ton song aujourd'hui. Je suis vieille, mais je suis très contente parce que j'adore ma vie beaucoup. I'm so grateful for having the freedom and ability to travel. Maybe not at the moment, but it will happen again soon. And I appreciate all the past travel experience that I have. They're just so good memories. And speaking of traveling, I also really enjoyed this book that my colleagues got me last year for my birthday. Thank you so much. It talks about a lot of great hikes in the world. I don't know how many of them I can do, but hopefully as much as possible. And yeah, there's just so many nice ones. Thank you. I'm so grateful that in Calgary there are Chinese restaurants and Hong Kong style restaurants because I'm always homesick in terms of food. These are the stuff that I got yesterday to treat myself for my birthday. I was still shooting the video and my friend Shannon just dropped this off for me. Look at that! Cup noodles! Face mask! And a handmade card! Thank you so much, Shannon. I love you. I'm very grateful for having a travel and tourism diploma from SAIT. I miss my instructors and my classmates. I haven't given up the hope of working in a tourism field. Maybe not yet at the moment, but I will one day. Sun is out. Speaking of work, I am also very grateful for all the work experience that I've had in Canada. I had the 2 best jobs in the mountains when I was living there, and after moving to Calgary, I've had amazing part-time opportunities with the store. I got to teach Chinese. I was an interpreter, a tour guide at Heritage Park, and now I am a store manager, which is crazy because I never thought that I could be a leader. So all this experience will help me achieve my goal in the long run, that I would like to have a business on my own. The second last thing that I want to mention is that I'm very grateful for having a more simple lifestyle and mentality in general. For example, today's birthday, and a lot of you are asking me what I am planning to do. Honestly, I'm not doing anything special. I've been shooting the video, which I really enjoy. That's to me a celebration. And I'm just looking forward to Trevor coming home from work, and we'll just get takeout and watch TV. That's all I want. Also, I am a lot more frugal. You probably know that I used to be a big spender. I used to spend a lot on clothes, jewelry, that kind of thing. Now you don't see me wear jewelry anymore, and I don't care about brand names or anything like that. I've changed a lot since I've come here, and I actually really like the change. And no, I actually think that this is the ideal lifestyle that I've ever wanted. I just didn't know until I moved here. And lastly, I'm very grateful for having you, my audience, because as much as I like talking, if there is no audience, it sucks. So thank you so much for enduring another video of mine, and I hope this has not been too long. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. I love you all. I'm the luckiest girl in the world.